You're hot.
Glory to God in the highest. Peace on earth and goodwill towards all y'all, man. What's happening? Happy Monday and welcome in once again to the Breaking Bread radio program right here on Birmingham's Real Talk 99.5. Coming to you today live from the Redland Rifle Studios inside of Redland Rifle Company, Highway 280. If you're looking for a peace to get some peace of mind and protect all the things you care about the most, follow through. Come check out the fabulous selection of long guns, short guns, less lethal guns. If you're concerned about somebody coming in your house and you have to kill them, maybe you just want to shoot them with a high-powered ball and maim them and chase them away. You can do that.
Just kill them.
You can do that. Redland Rifle Company. Furniture for the studio provided by the folks at Lania's Furniture Company, LAUNIUS Furniture.com. Football season is almost upon us, and if you need some new furniture to sit on while you watch football, especially Lazy Boys. Fantastic selection of Lazy Boy recliners. More than an acre of furniture under one roof, most of it in stock. Maybe you're looking for something high-end and custom. They do that too. Go check them out. Beautiful warehouse in Kimberly, Alabama. LaniasFurniture.com. LaniasFurniture.com. I trust that all of you had a fantastic weekend. I know that the Mob Inc. event went well on Saturday. I know that the first Saturday event at Redland went well. So that's awesome.
It did. Went
JD,
really well.
AJ, your man, the Chub Father here today. No Darian today, but we also are joined by Mr. Braden from the Kraven app. And I could tell you what that is, but I'm going to let him take care of that for you. So, Braden, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're good. We're good. Before we get into the serious meat and potatoes about it, give me a quick 30-second synopsis of what Kraven is and what it does.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me on, guys, today. Kraven is a food truck finder app, just so you can find food trucks around you anytime, any day, any place across the city. You can view their menus, figure out their opening and closing hours for the day, and there's even a pretty cool AI feature, which I'll show you guys later.
Heck yeah. So we will be excited to talk more about that. But for now, we got to keep things moving with AJ and Crocker Moving Services.
All right, CrockerMovingServices.com, CrockerMovingServices.com, great moving company. Just love these guys, how they operate, how they move, how efficient they are. Just top notch. And if you need a good moving company to help you with your move, reach out to the moving professionals. Don't try to call me. I know I got a truck. It's a little beat up, but you know I got one. And people have asked, "Hey, can you move some stuff for me?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good on that."
It's not that kind of truck.
Right. It's not that.
It's more of a showpiece.
Right. You know, I could go down the hill, but going up a hill with some stuff on it, you probably won't get your stuff. And then I don't want to be like one of those FedEx guys where I say I'm going to deliver your stuff, and then I'm just going to, like, throw them off in the woods somewhere.
Drop it at the driveway.
Right.
That's why I like you, AJ. You're an honest delivery man. You just be like, I ain't delivering it.
Look, I ain't finna deliver. Now, wait a minute. Then you try to negotiate me down on the price that I gave you, and then you want to tell me what I'm supposed to do? Nah, that's all right. That's why I'm going to say, look, go reach out to Crocker. They'll do it. Handle the business right. Do it right. And I'm telling you, you're going to be very pleased. CrockerMovingServices.com, CrockerMovingServices.com. All right, so real quick, I had a couple of stories that I thought this will be kind of funny. All right, so there's a zoo in Denmark that's asking the public to donate unwanted small pets to feed captive predators.
That's what I'm talking about. If you're going to do it, do it right.
Can I borrow your cat
hamsters
for a second?
It's like, bring all your cats, your rabbits, your mice, your hamsters. Bring them all down to the zoo if you don't want them no more. Because I've heard, like, recycling centers, but I've never heard of, like, recycling pets like that.
No, you could do pretty good. Like, give everybody $5 for every feral cat that shows up.
That's how you keep your children in line.
Right? Yeah, there you go.
That's how you keep your children in line
Yeah.
right there. Oh, you don't know how to talk right to your mama? You know what? Grab that kitty and let's go take a trip to the zoo.
We going to Denmark.
We finna donate your
Oh,
cat,
goodness.
Jack.
Oh, okay. There's a joke right there about donating cat, but that's a whole nother story.
It's not that kind of show, AJ. It's not that kind of
I'm
show.
just talking,
Plus, it's hard out here for a pimp.
It ain't easy, from what I've heard.
No.
But the show is fun. Anyway, yeah. So
Got a whole lot of kitten jumping ship.
if you got a cat, and look, if you were a pet, right, and you can understand English, right, and then you hear your people say, hey, you know what? I think we should take a trip to Denmark. You probably would like run. There's a couple of cats in my neighborhood. I probably want to go ahead and ship off to Denmark because they like to kind of hide in my bushes in my house for some odd reason. And then I smell like some of the dead items they leave over there, and I'm like, yo, y'all got to go. Like, y'all not paying no bills, not cutting no grass, and y'all get on my last nerve. So we might have to take a trip to Denmark.
Donate your kitty to the Denmark Zoo.
Let me get this straight. You got a cat in the bushes? That's a landscape problem.
Okay.
Nothing?
Anyway.
You just made AJ almost speechless.
I know, right?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say something, but I know we're pressed for time. I don't want to. Anyway.
Yeah,
that was a good one, JD.
Blame the clock.
That was a good one. All right, so okay, so I'm sorry. I know I'm the brother on this show, so this is a white person thing. So I'm just gonna say this just because of this particular story.
Am I gonna get some culture?
No,
Oh.
no. Well, you might. Well, no. Well, I don't know. We'll see. So, okay. You know that Annabelle doll that looks like Raggedy Ann?
Yeah. The scary one.
It's got to be a Matt Rife thing.
You already know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. So Matt Rife, the comedian,
Who's not
decided-
funny.
What's that?
Well,
I don't find him funny.
I do.
I never really watched any of his stuff, so I don't know what type of comic he is like that. But obviously, he has a lot of money just to spend if he's going to buy the house of the couple who owned Annabelle, the doll. Well, he just bought their house where the doll is stored, and now he owns the doll. I'm like,
And like
why?
700 other pieces.
Yeah, some haunted
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like, why?
You can have that.
Yeah, I don't play with the devil.
Nope.
Like, why? And I don't get it. I have really no idea why he's actually doing this. And here's today. Today is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. So for those who wants to get a chocolate chip cookie, I don't know where any deals are right now, but hey, go get you a chocolate chip cookie. Says it's National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. And then wrapping things up for a feel good story. There's a lady that's in Chicago. She's 81, and I'm gonna say this: age is not.
Is she hot?
Number. I mean, after
After the
but
flashes?
she could probably bake you some really good cookies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know how hot an 81-year-old woman would be, but she says she doesn't want to be treated as an old person. So
Stop smelling like Ben Gay.
She decided to work at Trader Joe's to pay off a nearly $70,000 debt while also starting a consulting business at the same time at 81 years old.
Look,
So
I
shout
ain't
out to her.
paying no debt off at 81 years old. I'm going to let it ride. In fact, I may go get a loan, a credit card, and put it on black in Vegas. 81. Come get it, baby.
Yeah.
Hey. But she did it. She said that's what she wants to do. So, she said she don't want to feel like she don't want to be treated like she's an old person. But she said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and continue to work at Trader Joe's while paying off this debt and starting a consulting business. Now, I don't know who's going to okay, so if she's 81 years old, right? And you hire her to be a consultant and then she dies, then what happens?
What kind of consultant is it? How to use the old rotary phone?
Well, what's that math thing that you have?
How to
like the
time
beats?
Abacus.
how to set your VCR to time record.
Yeah. So it's the clock quits blinking at you.
Yeah.
Man, y'all thinking about it all wrong. Is how long do you put that candy in the dish on your desk, and how long it's supposed to last? You know that real old school candy that didn't have no wrapper.
The best kind.
That was like really good. And it was like that spiral multicolor candy that you, and then like the Werther's caramel candy that was hard like a brick.
I do love Werther's.
No, AJ never partook in any of that.
Yes,
candy.
he did.
Really?
Yeah,
did.
Did
my
you?
grandmother did. Yeah.
With all the hands being in there?
I mean, I was a kid. when
Oh,
this happened.
I got
was
you.
a
Okay.
kid. Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
You know, that like I mean, like you like eat. I don't want to use the certain word because you know, when you put the candy in the mouth and then you put the candy back in the dish for later, and then it just kind of gets stuck to all the other candies.
Could you
this
re-say that like Bill Cosby by chance?
You put the candy
There
in
you
your
go.
mouth. And then oh gosh.
Here, have something to
It is-
wash that down with.
I don't feel so good, Grandma.
You won't, but I will. In a couple of
Oh
minutes.
goodness.
Anyway, yeah. So if you don't know, now you know.
Now you know if you're looking to get out of your current vehicle and into something else like a fat check, don't go to the car dealership and get lowballed, and don't meet somebody you don't know in the bar in a dark alleyway. You may not return home to your family. Go to bhandbroker.com, fill out some information, have a consultation, hand them the keys, and Birmingham Broker will sell your car and sell your car fast so you don't have to. Coincidentally, if you're looking for a fantastic used car, go to bhandbroker.com and check out their elite selection of used motor vehicles. bhandbroker.com. I do want to tell y'all before we go to this break so we can get this traffic. I did have a gentleman who came into the restaurant on Saturday. This hasn't happened for quite some time. He says he's been listening to us for a long, long while. And to quote him, man, I hope you ain't offended, but I thought you was black.
I thought the streaming would help with that.
I did too. He was just like, I was so confused. It's like on my way over here, like we were looking for the address, and this guy kept popping up talking about the food, and it was like, oh, he must work for him. And I was like, no, that isn't me.
Look at this fine young white spokesperson this chub father has.
He hired a whitey. Must have been one of them DI jobs.
We've had people come into the store and say the same thing
Yes.
about me.
Yeah.
That
No.
you was white? Or
No.
you was black?
That was a brother.
Yeah.
No,
I can see it.
No, they did.
no, they didn't.
I can see it.
No, they did.
They've come in and they've been like, "Why? I can't believe Will's white." I'm like,
The nerve of him.
yeah. I'm like, you gotta take that up with God later, I guess. I don't know.
I just came out how I came out. It's not really, you know. Like I kind of thought at some point my mom may have hung out with the milkman, but like, you know, that's it is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh well. To the break we go. Braden.
You got to do it right. You got to do it right for show.
Braden,
Real though.
Braden is so excited he came on these airwaves to promote his Kraven app.
Oh yeah.
I really wish you'd have gone with the chocolate milk man, but
Yeah.
yeah.
That's-
To the break, AJ.
You're listening to Breaking Bread on Talk 90.
All the girls say he's pretty fly for a white guy. Welcome back into the Breaking Bread radio program. A little Offspring bringing you back today. If you smoked cigarettes for way too long like I did, stop. Go see the folks at Vapor Forge, Highway 280 next to Bailey Brothers Music, and get yourself a brand new vape rig. And if you do that, they're going to give you your first bottle of juice for free. Just like Redland, they're in unincorporated Shelby County, so you're only paying 5% sales theft, to quote JD. And they're just great people, man. I've been cigarette-free for several years now, and could not be happier. My food tastes better. I breathe better. I sleep better. I feel better, and I got more money in my pocket, which is always good. Vaporforge.com for all the information. Vaporforge.com. Sitting here with Braden Crow from the Kraven app, and tell us a little bit about what about Kraven and where it's come from and where it's going and its purpose and reason and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I was in Houston, Texas back in November of last year, and Thursday night was driving around town, saw 30 food trucks. Friday rolls around, I was like, man, I really want to go eat at a food truck tonight. Drove down the same exact road. Come to find there were 0 food trucks there. So went to the app store. I downloaded probably 4 or 5 food truck finder apps, quote unquote. And there were 0 food trucks open Friday night at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night in Houston, Texas. I was like, man, somebody's really not doing their job. One of them even said they were based in Houston, Texas. So fast forward to March of this year, I was out of town with some friends, and we every day kept spending an hour and a half talking about where we wanted to go eat at, what the best food was, scrolling through TikTok videos or Google Maps or Apple Maps, whatever, and just trying to find some good spots to go eat at. And got back from that trip and said, you know what, there needs to be an app where you can go find street food pretty easy and find these food trucks. I got a lot of respect for people on the food trucks. They're hustlers. They're hard workers. And foods always seems to taste a little bit better when it comes from the truck. And I don't want to follow 100 people on Instagram and Facebook to find them. So we said, you know what, this should all be in one place on an app where you can easily use it and works similar to Google Maps or Apple Maps.
That's fantastic. And you know, there are a lot of high quality food trucks in our area that should be found, and it should be easier to find them. So good on you. How many apps is the app currently functioning? Can you go to the app store now and get it? How many trucks are currently on it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's on the Apple App Store at the current moment. We're in final review stages for Google Play Store. We hope to be out within the next week or two. As far as just on Apple, there's already 25 trucks on board, so we're really excited about that in the first week and a half of us being out. It's fully functioning. You can download it. You have an iPhone, iPad. You can download on any of those and start using the app right now.
So how does it? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to add any cost to the user?
No, consumer has 0 cost.
Beautiful.
So how does it work? So from the standpoint of a food truck, person that wants to place their food truck on the app, and then as a consumer who's looking for a food truck. So how does that work?
Yeah, for sure. So food trucks right now, it's free for them to join as well. I'm a big value guy, so I need the value to be there. So once we have enough consumers on the app, we'll add a small monthly fee for them. Super easy process. They can go on, click on their profile, create a truck, just update their truck name, profile picture. There's a banner for them to put a picture of their truck. They put a description up there, and then they can update their location every day. Whenever they're moving around, they can change the location multiple times a day. It automatically sends a notification to anybody within a 5-mile radius of that truck every day they open, so people know they're open for business. And then if they have followers of that truck, it sends them a notification regardless where they're at. Just saying that one of their favorite trucks are open. On the consumer side, I mean, it literally looks like Apple Google Maps. You literally open it, you go to your maps, and on your maps, it just shows a little K pin, which is our logo, the Kraven logo. Shows a pin for the truck. You can type in on the menu. You can set, or on the search bar up on the top, say, I want a Cajun truck, or I want burgers, or I want catfish, or I want some po' boys, or I want a hot dog, whatever. And it'll just pull up those pins that fit the criteria that you have. And then the AI feature that's really cool is you can literally go to the AI and say whatever you want to that is food related. So you can type in, I want burgers. You can say, I want a date night plan. So I want to go somewhere for appetizers. I want to go somewhere for our entree. I want to go somewhere for dessert. It'll populate 3 food trucks in that area. You can do a city tour. So I did that the other day. I said, hey, can you give me a city tour of Birmingham with the monuments and food trucks near those monuments? And it literally mapped out a tour of Birmingham, to the Vulcan and to the the Flight Museum and everything. Gave us the food truck closest there where we could stop by and do a city tour. We can do a food tour. You can do a scavenger hunt, and you can do so many other things. So
That's really cool.
That's nifty. That's super nifty.
So how long was that process? Because it seemed like you said you were in Houston. You said in March?
Houston was
November
of last year. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we can talk about that in a second. Because I was like, how long was that process for you to get this whole app going? Because it seems pretty fascinating and very detail oriented as well too.
Yeah.
205-545-9950. If you've got questions for Mr. Kraven himself, hit us up. We'd love to hear from you. We got to go to break. This is the Breaking Bread crew on Talk 99.5. We'll be back right after this.
having to come in.
Yeah.
Welcome into Break.
We're back. Hanging out with Braden Crow from founder, developer, brainchild. Are all those things fair?
Maybe not developer. Might not be on the developer side, but yeah.
All right. All the
The
rest
rest.
stuff of the Kraven app, which is a magnificent food truck finder that's currently available in the Apple Store and here in the next week or so, Lord willing, the Google Play Store as well. You said you guys got about 25 food trucks in the B Metro signed up so far. Could you give us a few of those?
Yeah, Steven's Hot Dogs on there. Wasabi Wands is on there. Get Fried is on there. Taco Tuesdays is on there. Little Bougie Foodie is on there, and a list of a lot of others.
Okay. Is there one in particular that you don't have yet that you'd really like to join the app?
Red Letter Rifle. Oh,
Yeah, I mean Chub Fathers, of course. Am I supposed to? Shameless plug for you, right?
I did not. That's not the one I was. I was not looking for that.
But
But thank
yeah, I mean, there's a lot that we're waiting for Google to be on, and just waiting for the Google app to come out, so those owners that have Google Play can actually get their truck on board. I wouldn't say there's one that I'm like, oh my gosh, they're not on the app yet.
we have a mobile gun store showroom.
Okay.
We don't transfer anything out of this thing. It's just a showroom.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, can I put a gun store on there?
Not right now. Probably have to go through some more legalities for that
Braden
too.
should know his audience. Know who he's talking to over here.
the gun store guy got shut down.
Yeah, he did. That's all right.
Or unless you do like booze and guns. So you
Do
got to
that.
sell some other stuff that coincides. So you're not selling the guns.
Weed.
You are selling the booze.
Ooh,
And then bam.
yeah.
Weed, booze, and guns.
I just make a mobile ATF unit, and
Yeah.
then I just sell alcohol, tobacco, and firearms, and then some tannerite
That's fair.
for the boom booms.
That's fair.
I mean, it's entrepreneurship. It's America.
America. Heck yeah. So during the break, we were talking about where we're going and what we're doing. Is this going to be a just Birmingham Metro food truck thing? Are we growing this to other cities in Alabama and across the country?
Yeah, of course we got to start with Birmingham. That's local hometown for me, and the Birmingham food scene, man, is just incredible. We plan to go nationwide a week after we launch in Birmingham, though. September 5th is our official launch in Birmingham, where we'll be out of beta testing. The next week, September 12th, we'll start launching in multiple cities across the Southeast.
Fantastic.
Really cool, man. That really is. I mean, it's a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah. So before we went to that last break, I was asking like that. It's just the whole process. Like, how did that process go from start to where you are right now? How long did that process take?
Yeah, it's crazy. Our first conversation where we even considered doing this and talked about it was March 30th of this year. Fast forward, we're August 4th today. It seems crazy that for 2 weeks we've had an app on the App Store. So we were 3 months in. 3 months from first conversation, we had an app on the App Store. I think when we first started, we downloaded probably there's 40 food truck finder apps on the App Store if you guys have ever looked. Not that you have, but they're all over the App Store. And we said, you know what, we got to go to market really fast, and we got to have trucks on there. So right now, if you looked at every food truck finder app on the App Store, we are the third highest ranked food truck finder app with the amount of trucks on it already. And we've been on there for 2 weeks, and all those apps have it on Google Play Store too. So we're really excited about just how fast we got there, and obviously our growth so far.
What's that saying? Success is 90% perspiration, 10% preparation.
Something.
Right? Yeah. So I mean, like just getting out there, hard work.
Yeah, just go there and do it. You're going to fail. Things are going to go wrong, right? Yeah. And you just have to kind of
fail fast.
Yeah, fail fast and get back up and keep going forward.
Yep.
So currently, if you're looking for a food truck that's on the app, obviously you'll be able to download the app, pull up the app, and find them. Do you have plans to be able to allow people to order through the app for a particular food truck that they're following?
Yeah, absolutely. So that'll be kind of up to the food trucks. We hope in our kind of mission is to have every food trucks available to order from. Their menus on there, but obviously if the food truck creates it, that's just kind of up to their discretions. And so yes, you will be able to order from food trucks. There's multiple food trucks that already have their menus on the app right now. We're in the process of getting the mobile ordering features kind of revamped, worked out, made sure they work perfectly before we actually launch it. But we will launch it right before we do our official launch in September.
Well, that sounds great. You know, it's funny you said September because September 28th, we are having the first annual Chubb Fathers Food Truck and Music Festival presented by Alabaster City Unlimited. We're going to have 8 to 10 entree trucks out there and a few dessert trucks and some fine local talent gracing the stage. And we don't have any sponsors yet. So, you guys should just go ahead and come on and be the first sponsor for the festival, given the fact that it's a food truck festival and I'm involved
in Birmingham.
And it's the same month that you're launching. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Who knows?
I love putting you on the spot about it.
I mean,
It's absolutely by design.
Oh yeah.
Now sign this paperwork right here.
Oh yeah.
Put the check in the mail.
He's already signed
Right.
it. He doesn't even know it.
So how did you come up with the name Kraven? Like how did that come about?
Yeah, so a little behind the scenes to give away some of our kind of brain power here is we didn't want to go the food truck route. We didn't want to just close ourselves off and go, hey, it's got to be a food truck or hey, it's got to be a street food vendor. Our objective is really to create it as the next foodie app. I'm a big believer in if you ask somebody right now in any generation, hey, what's your social media platform? Typically people are going to say Facebook if they're in the older generation. No offense to you guys. Then they're going to go down. And they're going to go down. And my generation's probably going to say Instagram. And I think if you're younger than I am, you're probably going to say TikTok. That's your social media platforms. Yeah. I think if you ask people the same question and go, hey, where do you get your food information from? I think you're going to get 100 different answers from everybody. They're going to say Google Maps, Apple Maps, TripAdvisor, Yelp, or, Open Table, Michelin Guide, whatever. They're going to get them from all these different sources. And so we wanted to be a foodie app. But the hardest part of that's getting food trucks. Getting a restaurant on the app, I mean, they're already on Google Maps and Apple Maps. We just add those in from API them for different sources. So we wanted Kraven to be kind of satisfy your craving, find your crave. So that's where we came up with the idea.
I like it.
How many people you got on the team?
Right now, it's just 3 people. So I guess 4 if you include our developer as well, which is a pretty important part of it. So myself, I'm founder. My cousin is our co-founder, and my girlfriend helps out with our social media. And then we have an app developer in Waco, Texas.
Okay.
There you go. And you mentioned
That seems not Koresh, is it?
What? No.
Okay.
I don't know if he knows who Chris is, baby. Maybe
I don't.
He does.
No,
Over
dude.
my head.
Yeah.
All this development's at the Branch Davidian.
they've got a craving for food trucks there.
Yeah, they do.
Some people would say they're on fire for food trucks.
Oh, Braden, you don't know what we're talking about, do you?
Yeah.
Nope, you'll have to tell me about that in the break.
Yeah.
Well, Braden, you can tell that JD is a Facebook guy.
Oh, yeah.
Age-wise.
Because of the beard? Or
Well,
is it because I'm white?
You said David Koresh, and he didn't know who David Koresh was.
Oh, that's good. I like where you AJ, that's money right there, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I'm more of a Twitter guy myself.
Yeah.
But I date myself because I still call it Twitter.
Right. I can't stand all
Everybody
that stuff.
everybody still calls it Twitter. I don't know
Because saying you're on X just sounds like you're doing drugs. It's like, come on, Elon.
Yeah.
All right, let's take this
I mean,
break.
it does.
Let's take a break. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to Breaking Bread.
If your roof was on fire, don't call me. I make cheeseburgers for a living. Reach out to the roofing professionals at Noto Roofing, because Noto knows roofing. NOTO roofing.com. Let them know that the Breaking Bread crew sent you, and get yourself signed up for a hassle-free roof evaluation and tune-up. They'll come check out your roof and make sure it's all good to go. And if it's good to go and there's nothing wrong, they're going to tell you your roof's good to go. There's nothing wrong. You got 2 years, 3 years, however many years left on it. They're not going to try to sell you something that you don't need. And I can prove that because I wanted them to put a new roof on my house. And they're like, no, this is a waste of your money. Here's another company that'll do it for you. But we just believe it's not the right decision for you. So we didn't get a new roof. That's cool. Do business with good people. Noto Roofing, NOTO roofing.com. A few more minutes here with Braden and the Kraven app. When you mentioned, so you guys have a board of directors that food truck people sit on. Is that?
Yeah, 100%. I know nothing about running a food truck. If you want me to cook, you better run the opposite direction because that's just not my forte. So we said, hey, we're going to bring the consumers. We'll bring the app, and we got to find some people that know a lot about food trucks. And we kind of tried to spread ourselves out from people that are doing some different stuff in the food truck industry. And so we got 6 people sitting on our board right now, and they're a ton of help. We're blessed to have them.
That's fantastic. That's very encouraging. I highly suggest that you guys go and download the Kraven app. Spell it for them.
Kraven. It's got a K with a little fork through it on the App Store.
And so right now, you can download that right now if you're on iOS. If you are a Android user, you got to wait for about another week or so.
We got to build some anticipation, right?
Yeah. But go download that thing now. Listen, we're trying to get these folks to advertise with us.
Yeah.
So if you'll go ahead and just, like 500 or so of y'all will go ahead and just download it now so that by the time he checks,
even if you don't
over with.
Even if you don't eat, just go get it.
Yeah, go get it.
Right.
And tell somebody.
Yeah.
And then convince your if you know some food trucks out there that you frequent and they're not on the app, tell them to go ahead and join that app. And let them and get the name out there.
Sharing is caring, so hit that little button on the app too. Send it to all your people. For sure.
And and I say that in jest, but we really do want you to be successful. I believe in what you're doing. I have downloaded and tried to use a lot of the food truck finder apps, and it's just a pain in the backside.
Yeah.
It sends you to a bunch of people who aren't open and trucks that aren't in business anymore, and I like the food truck hunt because it provides a little bit added adventure to just going out and getting something to eat. You throw the family in the car, you ride to some place you may not normally go, you eat something you may not normally eat, and you have an experience. And I feel bad because there are people that just eat because they have to.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people who derive zero enjoyment from eating. They just put food in their face because they have to. But it really can be such an incredible thing to make your children well-rounded individuals. And it also keeps you as a parent from, having to just find places that serve chicken tenders and macaroni and cheese to take your family to dinner. So, we always ask you to support local businesses. This is no different.
It's really not. And I mean, it's not a trivial task to develop an app. I mean, just to find a developer. So real quick, how did you find the developer?
You'll never believe it. So I drive a Tesla, and I was driving back from Jackson, Mississippi at like 9:30 p.m. I've spoken to 0 people at a Tesla supercharger in my entire life of driving a Tesla. I pulled up, I plugged the car in. I was sitting in the front seat, had the door open because it was a beautiful day. And this guy got out of another Tesla, and he was like, "Hey, what's up?" I was like, "What's up, man? How are you guys doing?" Son gets out of the car. His son's about to play baseball at Alabama, and we got to talking. I just got his contact information because he seemed like a really good dude. And about a month later, we decided to develop an app. And I was like, "Man, I think that guy did something with software." So I looked up his company, and He was an app developer. So I called him.
Jeez.
He said, hey, man, go with somebody local to Birmingham. Like, you don't need to do it with me in Texas. And we were in about a 30-day negotiation with a few companies here in Birmingham. And he called me back, and he's like, hey, man, you guys got your crap together. You give me a call. Tell me what percentage of the company you want to give me. Pay me nothing up front, and I'll build the whole app for you. So we decided to bring him on board as a full partner, and here we are.
That's awesome.
That is unreal.
It's crazy.
I love it when it works out. I love it when God makes it work out. Like it's it's supposed to be this way.
Right. You'd be kicking yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Had you just kept that door closed.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Crazy.
Yeah,
AJ?
because you like you say, you normally don't talk to them when you're at these charging stations, and all of a sudden, that one conversation sparked into what you're doing right now with this with your business now. So how will this work? So like, let's say as your this app grows, right, and you get into other cities, will Birmingham cover, like, say, Shelby County, Jefferson County, obviously, but all the different counties here, and how will that actually work as far as the app?
Yeah, it'll cover whatever destination you want it to cover. There'll be a slider, on the filter, like map radius, and it'll start out. We have it auto starting out right now at a 25-mile radius. We're about to update the app to a 100-mile radius, just where you can see everything around you. But if you want to set your location in New York City, and you have a business trip to New York tomorrow, and you want to get a food truck for lunch after you land at the airport, you'll be able to look it up and say open tomorrow, and it'll show you the trucks that are open in New York City tomorrow. From Birmingham. So it really covers anywhere. You could download the app. We have friends that have the app right now in Texas, and I have some friends in California and some friends in Florida that have the app right now. Obviously, we haven't launched there, so there's no food trucks there. But there's a little pin on there that says wait list, and people can join the wait list. And as soon as we have a certain amount of consumers on the wait list in every new city, we're telling them, like, hey, we don't have the app here yet. As soon as we do that, we'll go to that city, launch with the food trucks, and we'll be full steam ahead from there.
If there's a food truck that I'm not in particular or food trucks that I'm not following, if I go in and just put, hey, tonight I'm down in the 007 and in Alabaster, will it just pop me up a list of food trucks that are on the app and around me?
Yep, it will.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like also like the AI feature would help with that too.
Well, yeah, the map will show you
Right.
like what trucks are open around you. Like it'll pull up your location and it'll show you all the trucks around you. That's like what it auto opens to on the app. And then you can go to the AI feature, which is a little star icon on the bottom. It's not super explanatory, but when you click on it, you can see it pretty clearly. It says, I'm Kraven AI. But it will show you literally anything you want to. You can type in Cajun burgers, and it has its menu information, opening and closing time information, location information, and it will literally just tell you. You can say closest ones to me. You can say ones at a certain address, whatever you want to.
How do you make sure that the food truck owners are updating consistently enough to make your app function the way that you want it to function?
Yeah, so right now, obviously in beta testing, there's not really anything to let them know to update it. We're about to add where it sends a notification to the food truck owners if they aren't open for the day. Hey, open up for the day or whatever. That notification is going to say, as well as we have a 30-day schedule where they can plan out their schedule as many days in advance as they want to, and it auto updates.
That's awesome.
What about reviews or anything like that? Will that
That'll
be
come after our launch in September once we have enough consumers on the app. We don't want to only have one review under a truck. Just feel like that seems kind of weird.
Right. Well, listen, man, the music's playing, so it's about time for us to go. Thanks for coming and hanging out, and come back and see us as you get further along in the process, and update us. And I was serious. I have sponsorship opportunities for both the festival and the radio. So if we can ever help with either of those things, let us know.
Yeah, let's just get more people breaking bread together, man. Join the food movement.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like
with
it.
I am with it. All right. Well, I guess that about says all the things that need to be said for
Love
this
everybody.
moment.
Feed the people. We're out.
Peace.
Count on Talk 99.5.
Thanks.